It's a Sunday afternoon on the borders of Wisconsin and Minnesota, and we're set for game number 2 between the Wilmer Stingers and the Duluth Huskies. And with that, we welcome you into a historic Frank Wade Municipal Stadium. Cal Friedman joined alongside Kyle Morrison. Thank you so much for joining us here on this Sunday afternoon. Game 1, a 7-5 win for the Wilmer Stingers. Kyle, it was a great game. It went back and forth in the middle innings. We saw some big extra base hits. What stood out yesterday?
Lots of stuff stood out yesterday. That was just a fantastic baseball game. The Stingers, they came out to an early 2-0 lead, but then the Huskies, they came roaring back on a Joe Voss grand slam that I think shocked the entire stadium, really injected a lot of adrenaline into the Huskies bench as well as the crowd. But this is a Wilmer Stingers team. Look, they're the best team in the Northwoods League in the second half for a reason. They have an offensive juggernaut. They did not stop coming at the Huskies for the rest of the game. They ultimately took a 7-4 lead. The big hit coming off the bat of Dre Dirksen. He had 2 huge RBI doubles in the 6th and the 7th inning. The first one that made the game 4-3 in the 6th inning, and then the second one in the 7th, I really think put the Huskies away, giving the Stingers a 7-4 lead.
Wilmer with their win yesterday advancing to 23-4 in the second half, and they locked up their playoff credentials yesterday. Let's take a look at how the rest of the Northwoods League Great Plains Division is standing up. Duluth losing a game on Eau Claire, while St. Cloud were able to take down Waterloo.
Yeah, these standings are really interesting right now. That St. Cloud and Wilmer race is really intense right now. Both teams at 43-17 overall. Right now, they're fighting for who's going to host 2 of those 3 games in the first round in that Great Plains West first round playoff series. Those 2 teams, they're absolutely fantastic right now. Right now, in the other division, the Great Plains East, it's looking like Eau Claire is probably going to host that series. But hey, if the Huskies get hot and Eau Claire has a little bit of bad luck, who knows? The Huskies might find themselves in a position where they can host that playoff series.
Yesterday's starting pitchers in Seth Miller and Drew Kahn were each able to throw season-high outings and innings pitched. Today's starters will look to do the same. Let's take a look at today's starting pitchers. Andrew Baumgart, the southpaw from North Dakota State, gets the ball for the Stingers, and Alex Potter, transferring over to Omaha, gets the ball for Duluth.
Yeah, this is a really interesting matchup because of the dichotomy of these 2 pitchers. Alex Potter, he's been absolutely fantastic. 22 innings pitched over 4 appearances, a 2.45 ERA. His last outing came as pretty much the starter. There was an opener in that game. Jake Hamilton opened the game for the Huskies on July 30th against the Minnesota Mud Puppies, but 6 innings pitched, 3 walks, only 1 unearned run. He was absolutely fantastic. On the other side, Andrew Baumgart, it's been a rough season for Baumgart this year. 39 innings pitched over 11 games, a 7.09 ERA. His last outing was on August 1st against La Crosse in 5 1/3 innings, 4 earned runs. So it was still an okay outing, but definitely not one of the top-of-the-line outings that we've been seeing out of these Northwoods League pitchers. So it's one guy who's been absolutely fantastic versus another guy who's struggled pretty much all year.
This is our 31st broadcast here at Wade Stadium. I'm not sure if we used dichotomy before, but I'm very curious to hear what these 2 teams need to do today. The Stingers, they're going for the sweep, trying to get a game up on St. Cloud. Huskies trying for a vital split. What do both teams need to do to lock up a win today?
Well, first off, for the Huskies, they need to hit. They have struggled on offense very much over the last couple weeks, and that's due to a couple of factors. There's some guys who have been missing from the lineup a little bit as of late, some guys getting some rest before playoff time. But look, their numbers just don't look good on paper. Right now, the Huskies, they have the 4th least runs in the Northwoods League, and they have the 4th worst average in the Northwoods League. So this is a team that definitely needs to find a way to manufacture runs. On the other side with the Stingers, they don't have their best starter on the mound today, but this is a Stingers team. They're an absolute juggernaut when it comes to offense. 2nd most home runs in the league, 2nd highest slugging percentage, and they have the 3rd most runs in the league. This is a team in the Wilmer Stingers that is absolutely fantastic at putting runs on the board. So I think the keys are pretty much the opposite for either side. If you're the Stingers, you just need good enough pitching so that your offense can win you the game. And if you're the Huskies, you need good enough offense so your pitching can win you the game.
It's the final afternoon game of the season, and it's a beautiful day for baseball at Wade Stadium. Starting lineups and first pitch coming up next when we come back here on the Northwoods League Baseball Network.